Tru Earth provides consumers with an eco-friendly, zero-waste laundry detergent upgrade. We have Ryan with us today, who's the co-founder of Tru Earth. Thanks a lot for joining in, Ryan.
Oh, thanks for having us, Nan. It's exciting to be here.
So can you tell us a bit more about, the eco-friendly laundry detergent strips that you are building at Tru Earth, and how are they a more sustainable product?
For sure. So I actually have a couple packages right here. I don't know if you can
Awesome.
see this. This is the package. So I don't have a regular thing of laundry detergent here, but
Yeah.
I'll just quickly show you what. Okay, I'll just open a pack up here,
Sure.
and I'm just going to shred it. So inside the pack, a 32 pack has 16 of these sheets, and
Okay.
they tear in half, and that right there is a load of laundry, tiny little thing. So
Interesting.
comparatively to liquid laundry detergent, a load of liquid laundry detergent typically weighs about 40 grams.
Hmm.
So from a carbon transportation related carbon footprint,
Right.
these weigh 3 grams. So it's the same efficacy
Right.
with like, my brain's not working on the math right now, but I think that's like 4% or 5% of the, or 6% of the weight of the other. So we,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, with like one of these packages, um, you can easily store 10 times the amount of laundry detergent for transportation as you could. So like in a truck that could hold 100 jugs of laundry detergent, you could easily hold 1,000. So it just
Oh,
reduces the amount of carbon footprint when moving laundry detergent around the world. So that's one thing. And then the
okay.
second thing is, and this is probably the thing that gets the most attention, is that in North America, or it's actually just the US, there's 700 million laundry jugs per year don't wind up getting recycled. So
Right.
regardless if they make it to the recycling depot or not, only about 20% of plastic that gets there actually gets recycled. So,
Yeah.
this package is both recyclable and compostable. So essentially completely eliminating any waste from getting landfills. So that's kind of, those are the real big things.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting that you mentioned the problem with the laundry jugs. Like that's a grave problem, and I think you have been constantly evolving your packaging. I don't think you guys started off with this packaging and it has like evolved into this version. So can you tell us that story? How you worked on it and what were the stages of evolution there?
Yeah, so when we first launched, we actually wanted to be in a recycled cardboard sleeve similar to this, um, but we ran into a couple issues. The biggest one, I guess, preventing it from getting any moisture, and second of all, on the scented versions, how do you contain the scent? Because like in mail, the mail carriers do not like there to be any sense. Like we've actually had laundry in our first iteration. We actually had the packages. Like they were going to throw them out, and our rep said, "Hey, don't throw their mail out." Like they sent it
Right.
back to us, and we have to repackage it. But so our initial product actually launched in a recyclable sleeve. So it was made of plastic,
Hmm.
and you know, uh, our whole like mantra is um, nobody's perfect. Like we're trying to make a sequence of small changes that,
Right.
when added up together, make a big impact. And we kind of made that was a mistake. But the reason why we had to temporarily use plastic was because we had a placement in a large subscription box, and we had to deliver the order, and we just could not get our retooled, re-engineered packaging
Right.
available prior to that. So we had this soft plastic recyclable package from April to beginning of August 2019. So it was April, May, June, July. It's like a little over 4 months. We had a temporary plastic package, and
Right.
customers definitely let us know that it was not what they wanted.
Yeah, yeah. And this current one, I think you don't even put it in a Canada Post package. You just ship it like this.
Yeah, so we have two types of packaging. We have our retail packages, which have the one I just opened here wasn't a retail. This is like a standard mail one. I don't think I have something with the back on it, but typically what you would see is there's another flap that comes down here, and it covers up the directions, and it kind of sticks to the bottom, and we literally just stick we actually print on it. We print the label on the back, and it doubles as a mailer, which is really cool. The retail ones don't have that because it's wasteful, but if he doesn't need to have it, but it works. It reduces the amount of packaging for mailing around Canada and North America for sure.
Right. I was reading your story, like how you guys started this. I think last year in April you had started it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And pretty interesting story. So why don't you tell us a bit more about that, like how you got started on this venture?
Cool. Yeah. So, I mean, my partners and I have been in some form of business or another for a long time. And we were kind of getting well known for subscription related things. And my business partner, Brad, he's got like a family friend named Lance, who he had invested in the patent holder, with the patent holder. And I guess they were just out at dinner or something one night, and he's like, you guys should try, like, maybe we can work out a deal and you guys can try selling our laundry detergent and put it on the market. And Brad came back to me, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't really know anything about laundry detergent, right? Like, it's just like, and I'm thinking in my head at the time, like, okay, well, how am I going to compete with like the big boys like Tide and Purex and Seventh Generation and all those guys? Yeah. So we put it on the back burner, and we didn't do anything with it for a while. And and then there's just some other backstory. Like, we own an environmental site called Environment 911, which we owned like 10 years ago. And Brad used to work for Recycle or Regina, I think it was, back in the 90s. So like, we have like some history of like being involved in the environment, but we just nothing ever really came to like fruition for us in that space. Right. So anyways, fast forward. So at this point I had 2 kids, and I'm generally a pretty optimistic guy, but once you have kids, you start worrying about things related to their lives, right? So like, I started, like, Elon Musk was talking about all the fear of like the future and robots taking over all the jobs. And I'm reading things about like, there's only so much food on this planet, and like, we're getting close to like maximum capacity of population. And like, I don't know, I'm just starting to get worried about their future. And we were watching a show on YouTube, which unboxes like kids' toys one day. My wife was pregnant, and it was in the morning. We're just sitting on the couch watching YouTube, like people do in 2018. and there's a show, and like they were opening this like treasure chest. It's like a big treasure chest, and it was like covered in plastic. And it was like one of those shows where they open up all the toys, and they open up the toy, and they peel the plastic off, and then the treasure chest made of plastic. And then they open the lid, and then there's like a tray with like 20 toys on top, and each one's individually wrapped in plastic, plus the whole tray is wrapped in plastic, plus the tray itself is made of plastic. And then they unwrap all of those, and the toys inside of those are made of plastic, and there's another layer of toys underneath. And I'm like, no wonder we're heading down this path of like whether it's like global warming or whatever. It's just like, we've gotten to this like consumerism point where people are just being wasteful. And so plastic really started to become something that I was becoming more cognizant of around this. So, this kind of got my wheels spinning, and I thought, that laundry detergent that we were talking about, in a few months earlier, like, I kind of discredited it also, just for the fact that I'm not sure if this, like, how could this little strip of laundry, how could this wash your clothes? It just seems like a infomercial gimmick or something. Yeah. So I called Brad, and I'm like, hey, do you think you could have those guys send us some of their product, and like, let's do some tests on it? Mm-hmm. So he did. He brought it in, and we tested it, and it was like, no way! I can't believe how well that works. Like, and you're not spilling any laundry. You got all this cupboard space back. Like I got way more towels available in my cupboards now above my laundry machine, like than I ever had before, because it's not stuff full of like things for laundry. Anyways, so Brad called, and they sent it. We tested it. We all really liked it. And so Kevin, who's our other partner, he fired up our website for us, and we just made a goal. Like if we sell 150 of
Mm-hmm.
these in the first month, then we'll keep doing it. If we don't, you know what? Hey, we tried. And like that's kind of always been our
Yeah.
logic, to not
Sure.
really get emotional. And
Mm.
we sold like, I think we sold, it was somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000. I should probably get this number because people ask me
Yeah.
this all the time. But I think it was around 1,800 units that we sold in the first
Okay.
month, and these were all subscriptions.
Okay.
So we're
Which is
like,
more than 10
whoa,
times what you had anticipated.
yeah, more than 10 times. So we're like, well, maybe
Yeah.
we got a thing here. Like
Right.
let's see how it goes. And
Right.
fast forward. I don't know how many months it's been, like 16 or something. And we have over 60,000 active subscribers.
Okay. Interesting. That's a thrilling story. So you guys also run the Tru Earth movement. So what's that about? Is it aligned towards increasing awareness? What's the goal with that?
So the Tru Earth movement is okay. Like we wanted to create something that was like more than just like buying laundry detergent, because like in
Mm-hmm.
general, the laundry detergent buying experiences, like at least for me, it was I go to Safeway or European Superstore or Loblaws or wherever, and I go to the laundry aisle and I think, which one is like, which one should I pick today, right? It was never like I'm a Tide extra strength summer breeze guy. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I would just be like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a duck. That's how I would pick my laundry detergent. So
Yeah.
we wanted to create something that when people purchased laundry detergent from us, or even if they just want to support us, they weren't just buying laundry detergent, they were buying into like a cause. So like when they buy Tru Earth, they're not just buying laundry detergent, they're also
Mm-hmm.
helping keep plastic out of landfills. When they buy Tru Earth, they're also donating laundry detergent to people who can't afford it, who are in shelters, who need to get stuff from the food bank, who are like causes in places like Ghana and Havana. Like there's just like they're not just there's more to it than just laundry detergent. And
Right.
the kind of our overall overarching theme with the Tru Earth movement is that we
Right.
don't expect any one person to be perfect. Like we understand that cancel culture is like this, like at all-time high. We don't expect you to know every detail about everything tied to the environment, but what we do hope that people do is the Tru Earth movement kind of like allows them to see little things in their life that may not be quite living up to the standards that they want to hold for themselves, and realizing that when we collaborate as a large group, a large series of small changes can create big impact. And our kind of like theme is little hinges swing big doors. So if every single person, every little change is a little hinge, and
Yeah.
over time we can swing some mammoth doors as
Mm-hmm.
as a whole.
Okay. Interesting. So you guys are already doing work with that, or you just got started with the Tru Earth movement?
No, we pretty much started that right from the very beginning.
Okay.
We're trying to ramp it up progressively more and more, but we've I think right now we're somewhere around 1.3 million laundry jugs we've managed to eliminate from landfills, and then we've donated more than 2 million loads of laundry, or sorry,
Okay.
loads of laundry detergent to different causes around Canada, US,
Mm-hmm.
and like Ghana and a few other places. Since March, because the donation thing started in March, and we've partnered with some pretty big places like HPIC. We've
Mm-hmm.
partnered with like Food Bank Canada,
Okay.
and like some local hospitals. We basically had so much to donate that we couldn't find enough companies to take the donations. It was like
Oh,
I put out a press release and a call to help, and it's been pretty fun. I want to say fun. It's been pretty rewarding to be
right.
able to help people, especially in the current climate with COVID-19.
Right. Right. Yeah. And also, so Ryan, if we speak again in 6 to 8 months, where would you want Tru Earth to be?
In 6 to 8 months, I would like to see the brand in like right now. I think we're in 580 retail stores. I'd like to see that at least double. Just more so that there's like have the brand large enough that people, there's enough support for like the small retails to carry it and to help. Like I don't just want to like sell product. I want to be able to, if we sell to a store, I want them to benefit. I want to send them customers. I want it to allow them to be a place that people go to pick up Tru Earth, but then also support their store. So like a way that we can support the economy, like not just the economy, but people that are out there trying to create jobs and trying to keep their business alive in such a crappy time. So if we could get that to over 1,000, and then it would be nice to be in a couple big box stores. I don't think we want to be in every single one. I don't necessarily think that aligns with our vision, but yeah, in 6 months, at least 1,000 retail, and hopefully we will have kept 2 to 3 million. Yeah, I would say 3 million jugs of laundry detergent out of landfills. But I think those would probably be reasonable things to attain.
Fair enough. Thanks a lot, Ryan. So this was really insightful. I'm really impressed by, like you haven't, at Tru Earth, you haven't just stopped at sustainability, and there is like a bigger social impact cause as well, especially with the Tru Earth movement. So like combining these two things, like that's amazing to watch. Congrats on what you have done so far, and all the best for your future.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.